Playing first base, number 9, Jacoby Young. On the mound for the Dragons, number 13, Lane Pierce. Playing left field, number 20, Cade Poland. In right field is number 24, Tanner Tarver. Playing second base, number 16, Blake Pierce. And in center field is number 11, Brody Hudson. And the rest of the Mangham Dragons. And now for your Neville Tigers starting lineup. Playing shortstop, number 2, Trendon Dumas. Playing second base, number 19, Max Carter. The DH is number 24, Nick Ticey. Playing first base, number 12, Thomas Campbell. In center field is number 25, William McLemore. Left field, number 4, Parker Franks. Playing right field, number 23, Jack Henry Good. On third base, number 15, Connor Ajlani. Behind the plate for the Tigers, number 1, Brock Jordan. And on the mound for the Tigers tonight, number 35, McCain Gerald. We also have Reese Reichhardt, Cam Riley, Henry Hyde, Isaac Aaron, Evans Peters, Lane Hodge, Blake Booth, Walker Dean, George McKenzie. Coached by head coach Paul Valerio, assistant coaches Caleb Reynolds, Eric Burkhalter, and Willie Ward. Ladies and gentlemen, would you please stand and remove your caps for the national anthem? Let's play some baseball.
All right, welcome everybody as we are live here on the Neville Tiger Network. We've got the Mangham Dragons coming to town as your Neville Tigers will host them in a non-district matchup here on the first day of spring break here in the Monroe City Schools. We're glad you're joining us here on the web. Stewart, Shelby, Will Anders here to bring you tonight's game. Between these two, Mangham coming in with a 6-10 record, the Tigers sitting at 8-13. Starting lineups tonight, let's start defensively with the Neville lineup. All right, on the mound will be McCain Gerald. Brock Jordan's behind the plate. Over at first is Thomas Campbell. The second baseman will be Max Carter. Connor Ajlani at third and Trendon Dumas at short. Parker Franks in left, William McLemore in center, and Jack Henry Good in right. A lot of changes to this Tiger lineup here this evening. Batting order for the Mangham Dragons. Leading off will be the third baseman, Colby Casey. Reginald Roberson, the catcher, will be batting second. Batting third is Lane Allman. The shortstop in the cleanup roll is Jacoby Young, the first baseman. Lane Pierce, the pitcher, will be batting fifth. Following him will be Cade Poland, the left fielder. And then it'll be Tanner Tarver, Blake Pierce, and Brody Hudson to round out the Dragon lineup. Get a good look there at McCain Gerald, the Tiger starter. A lot of games on the schedule for the Tigers throughout this spring break. Softball in action as well, as it was Family Community Christian, I believe, over there
at Winsboro.
Leading off the
So
first inning for the Dragons, third baseman.
we'll have the softball game on tomorrow night. It's district game versus Ash. So we're ready to go here as Colby Casey. This is a third baseman for Mangham. First pitch is grounded foul. The 1-0 pitch misses outside. Now 1 ball and 1 strike. Nice breaking ball. Finds the zone. Here's Gerald. The 1-2 pitch. This one grounded weakly towards short. Dumas has it. He's up with it, and it's not going to be in time. It's kind of in the no man's land between third and short. Dumas rounded it off, but Casey legs it out for an infield hit.
17, the catcher, Reginald Robertson.
Now Reginald Robertson, the catcher, will stand in. Looked for time, couldn't get it. Then whiffed at the fastball. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Popped up weakly over to first, and Thomas Campbell on his horse fields it right in front of the Mangham dugout, and there's one away.
It's going to bring up shortstop number 1, Lane Allman.
So the shortstop, Lane Allman. Allman bats from the left side. Take a strike right at the knees. Very colorful bat that Allman has.
Red, white, and blue. Oh.
Allman spoils that pitch out into the parking lot. It's multicolored.
See some orange? Yeah.
Rumor has it he got it at a Grateful Dead concert. Brought it back to Mangham. Well, here's the 0-2 pitch. Got him with the high heat. First strikeout of the evening for Gerald.
Allman goes down swinging for the second.
And now there's 2 gone for the Dragons here in the top of the first. First inning, the top of the first, actually, brought to you by our good friends at J&B Landworks. That's the third inning. There we go.
There we go.
First pitch now to Jacoby Young. Is up and in for ball 1. Tell us a little bit about J&B Landworks.
Yeah, J&B Landworks specializes in tree removal, tree pruning, and overall tree health. J&B Landworks also provides an emergency and hazardous tree services. You need to check out their website at jmblandworks.com or give them a call at 318-594-1668.
It's well done. Well done.
All
right,
forgot that.
A ball and a strike to Jacoby Young here in the J&B Landworks Company first inning. Throw over to first. Casey's back in plenty of time. It's a ground ball. It gets over the glove of Gerald, but Dumas comes sliding behind second base, snags it, taps second, and that's going to do it.
Young grounds it back to the short
Mangham
for the third out.
heads back to the dugout with no runs on one hit. There were no errors, and they leave one runner on base. Yeah, that's what it is. One runner. All right, no score here. We'll be back with the Neville half right after this. Origin Bank and Fourth Insurance are proud to work alongside the Neville Tigers to enrich the lives of the people in our community. Together, we're supporting the Northeast Louisiana Children's Museum to help give children a safe and healthy environment where they can play, learn, and grow. Our community is filled with bright young minds and people who are passionate about seeing them succeed. Thank you to Neville High School and the Northeast Louisiana Children's Museum for continuing to shape the future of our community and to invest in the children whose origin story begins in Monroe.
It's about tradition, value, and community. We're Creed and Creed, and we're proud to call Northeast Louisiana home. Catherine and I raised our family here, we worship here, and we serve here. It's an honor to support the community that has given us so much. Tradition, value, and community. That's Creed and Creed. If you've been injured in an accident, call Creed and Creed today. Proudly serving this great community for over 25 years.
Welcome back to the Family Solutions broadcast booth. It's a good look at the starting pitcher for the Mangham Dragons. That's Lane Pierce. No score here as we're just in the bottom of the first inning. Neville coming to bat for the first time. You'll see them roll through as it'll be Dumas, Carter, Casey, and Campbell. Then there's a missing player. That's actually William McLemore, Parker Franks, and Jack Henry Good. There he is. Connor Angelotti in the 8 hole, and Brock Jordan will be batting 9th. Defensively for Mangham, Lane Pierce, as we mentioned, is on the mound. Reginald Roberson behind the dish. Jacoby Young at first. Blake Pierce at second. Colby Casey's your third baseman. Lane Allman's at short. Cade Poland, Brody Hudson, and Tanner Tarver round out the outfield for Mangham. First pitch from Pierce is in there for strike one to Trendon Dumas. Now 1-1. I'd like to remind everybody this first inning is brought to you by our good friends at J&B Landworks Company. Give them a call for what, Will? Well,
Tree removal, tree pruning.
There you go.
Emergencies.
Yeah, pretty much anything.
Commercial, residential. They serve everybody. Check them out today, jmblandworks.com.
That's right. Do great work. Trust me, you will be pleased. Here's the 1-2 pitch. It's a ground ball right at second. Second baseman Pierce has it. Tosses it to Young, and there's one away here for the Tigers in the first.
Second baseman, number 19, Max Carter.
Max Carter will come to the plate. Carter at second today for the Tigers. He takes a strike there on the inside part. A 1 pitch misses in. And that's going to hit Carter as Pierce trying to work the inside part of the plate, hits Carter in the leg, and that'll be the first base runner for the Tigers.
The DH, Nick Casey.
Now it's the DH, Nick Casey's turn. Casey showing bunt. There goes Carter. Throw down to second is going to be into center field, and Carter is racing to third, and he's going to be in to third safely. Pitch was called a ball. And now the Tigers with
1-0 count with the runner on third.
That's correct.
Yeah.
Oh, here we go.
I don't really know what to say.
Once again, that fastball as Pierce is working the left-hand side of that batter's box. That's in there for a strike. Evens the count up at 1-1. Nice little off-speed pitch there. Dropped in. A ball and 2 strikes to Casey. Ball grounded to first. Carter thinks about it, but is going to go back to third, and sharply hit grounder over to Young at first. He smothers it up nicely, holds the runner and gets the out.
Yeah, good play there by Carter, or smart base running to go back there. You know,
Number 12, Thomas Campbell.
most of the time you really don't want to go with the corners in.
Well, Thomas Campbell batting cleanup for the Tigers here. Takes a strike. Here's the 0-1. Low and away. Campbell hadn't gotten many at-bats this year, but when he has gotten in there, he's had some damage. A couple of extra base hits.
Nice. Big one against OCS in that win.
He waves at that breaking ball, though. He's down in the count, 1 ball and 2 strikes. The 1-2 pitch. Up and in, and Campbell can't catch up to it. So the Tigers get a runner on and strand him at third. No runs on no hits. There were no errors, and they leave 1 runner on base. We've played 1. Still no score. Stay with us.
When you choose St. Francis Health, you get easy online scheduling, video visits, and the amazing convenience of MyChart. With MyChart, you can make appointments, refill prescriptions, view your medical records, and even message your doctor with a quick question. At St. Francis Health, we've made healthcare more convenient than ever.
Are you trying to sell your home and need it freshly painted? Maybe you're tired of the same old colors in the interior of your home and want to update the look. We have the right company for you. Andre Benjamin Painting. With more than 20 years of experience, they're state licensed, bonded, and insured. Whether you're looking to paint a home or a business, they can do it all because no job is too large or too small. Call 318-680-0703 for all your painting needs.
Welcome back here, Family Solutions broadcast booth. We enter the second inning where there's no score. Second inning brought to you tonight by Andre Benjamin Painting. Andre Benjamin Painting has been making commercial and residential customers happy in North Louisiana for many years now. Give them a call for any painting needs, interior or exterior. Let me get this.
All right. It's going to be the pitcher, Pierce, to lead things off from Mangham here in the top of the second. Cade Poland and Tanner Tarver are behind him. Pierce lines the second pitch he sees from
Pierce lines a single to center.
McCain Gerald into center field. And he'll have a leadoff single.
Number 20, Cade Poland.
Now Cade Poland. They're going to run. That looks like that's number five. Roberson. In to run. Poland, the left fielder. That sounded like it hit something pretty hard. That was right towards my truck. Let's hope that.
There's people looking back there, though.
I'll have to take a look at that in between innings. Throw over. Not quite in time.
Everybody quit looking, so I think it might be okay.
Another throw over. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Off-speed pitch, misses low. Late lead there from Roberson. He's staying put, and that ball is inside out it into right field for a base hit. Roberson's digging for third. The play will be not in time. It was a little closer than I thought it would be. So Poland singles, and Roberson goes from first to third.
Number 24, right fielder Tanner Tarver.
So back-to-back singles to lead off the second for Mangham. Puts runners on the corners. And nobody out for Tanner Tarver. Tigers in on the corners. The third to first move. Here's the called strike to Tarver. Now the 0-1 pitch, we think. Ground ball, foul. Down the first base line. No balls, 2 strikes. On Tarver. Tanner, right fielder for the Dragons. From right up the road, a little east of Monroe, about 20 minutes.
Take Highway 15.
That's all you got to do. And now another third to first move. Fastball stays up. Tarver was able to hold his swing. strikeout would be nice if Gerald could get one here. Here's a 1-2 pitch. Low, 2-2. Gerald steps off. Here's the 2-2 pitch, breaking pitch. Stays off the plate. The count full here for Tanner Tarver. Swing and a miss. Down goes Tarver for out number 1, and a big strikeout for Gerald.
Going to bring up second baseman, number 16, Blake Pierce.
Next up will be the second baseman, Blake Pierce. Pierce squibs one towards first, actually towards second. His only play is at first. Run will score.
Second base for the second out. Plates a run.
So an RBI for Blake Pierce on the ground out.
Going to bring up number 11, center fielder Brody Hudson.
Roberson comes in to score. And now the 9-hole batter, Brody Hudson, comes up with 2 outs and a man on second. At second is Cade Poland. Hudson can't find that one. He's down in the count of no balls and 1 strike. Now Hudson inside outs 1. Past a diving Campbell, 1 run is in. Throw coming into second, it's cut off. And an RBI double will plate Poland. And it's 2-0 Dragons. First extra base hit of the evening. Back to the top of the lineup in Colby Casey we go. Gerald with the 1-0 pitch. Strike 1 called. Casey had an infield single to lead off this game. It was to the left side of the infield. Strike 2 at the knees. It's a 1-2 pitch. That's going to foul him. Foul off of the handle of his bat. They're going to try and say it hits his. Let's see here on this replay. It might have gotten off the end of his bat right there. I got my first hands are part of the bat. Chirp. of the year that I've seen. This one is looped into right field. It'll be down for a base hit. They're going to hold Hudson at third. The throw comes to the plate.
He lands a single to right.
The inning continues for Mangham.
It's going to bring up the catcher, number 17, Reginald Roberson.
And Reginald Roberson, who flew out foul territory to first base, his first at bat. He lifts this one towards right. Right fielder Good was trying to come in, and then Carter can't come up with it. A run will score. That's a tough break there on the error.
Scores a run. It's going to bring up number 1, shortstop Lane.
Hudson comes in to score. Runners remain on the corners with 2 outs here, and Tigers trail 3-0. Fastball to Lane Allman was upstairs. No pitch. Breaking ball misses low. 2 balls and no strikes. This is going to prompt a visit. Coach Reynolds will be walking to I can tell you, a frustrated McCain Gerald there on the mound. The Tigers had a couple opportunities to get out of this inning, and you got some new faces, in some new positions over there. Carter at second, then Good playing in right.
You got the sun.
Communication and sun and all that other jazz. But either way, as a pitcher, you get an easy pop-up right there. You want to get that out.
Get out of this inning.
Refocus and do it here. But you've got the 3-hole batter in Almond, who's a fine player himself. He struck out his first at bat. He's ahead in the count, 2 balls and no strikes. At this point, he lines one into center. It's going to be down for a base hit. Another run will score, and then an overrun of second base by Colby Casey will get the Tigers out of the inning. But the run will count. Actually, that was Roberson.
Dragons pick up 3.
Or whoever was running for Roberson.
Top of the second.
Nevertheless, they get 4 in the top of the second on 4 hits. There was 1 error, and they leave 1 runner on base. That's it. 4-0 Mangham. We'll be back.
Everyone deserves a beautiful smile, and at Caples & Robinson Orthodontics, we're here to help you achieve just that. Dr. Caples and Dr. Robinson have over 50 years of combined education and experience and use advanced modern technology to provide high-quality care for all of our patients. We prioritize outstanding customer service and work hard to make every patient feel comfortable and confident in their treatment. Whether you're a child, a teenager, or an adult, we've got you covered. So why wait? Call us today to schedule your appointment and start your journey towards a beautiful, confident smile with Caples & Robinson Orthodontics.
I'm Dr. Scott Shelby with Family Solutions. When you hear the words Family Solutions, you may not know that we're a comprehensive, strength-based counseling and psychiatric clinic. Family Solutions provides psychiatric care, individual and couples therapy, child and adolescent counseling, psychological testing, medication management. We also provide occupational therapy, physical therapy, speech therapy, and ABA therapy in one convenient location. For more information on how we can help your family today, visit FamilySolutionsCounseling.org.
Welcome back here, Family Solutions broadcast booth, as we're here entering the bottom half of the second inning, brought to you by Andre Benjamin Painting. Andre Benjamin Painting has been making commercial and residential customers happy in North Louisiana for many years. Give them a call for any painting needs, interior or exterior, new construction or remodeling. You can find him on Facebook at Andre Benjamin Painting or by calling him at 318-680-0730.
It's going to be McLemore, Franks, and Good due up for the Tigers here in the second. Got some catching up to do. They allowed 4 in the top half of this inning. McLemore takes a fastball for a strike. Here's the 0-1 pitch. A little bit off the plate. Misspoke at the end of the inning. Mangham actually had 5 hits in the second. As Pierce can't find the strike zone. 2 balls and a strike now. Now 3-1 to McLemore. McLemore hammers one foul down the third base line. It's going to make the count full. Here's the payoff pitch. Breaking ball stays up, and McLemore leads off the second with a walk.
Number 4, Parker Franks.
Second walk issued, or actually technically first walk and 1-hit batsman from Pierce. Now it'll be the left fielder, Parker Franks. McLemore takes off on the first pitch. Franks attempted a bunt. That'll be a strike call on him, but McLemore into second. It's like Roberson wants to go out and talk to his pitcher. One pitch. Franks once again shows bunt, pulls it back. Now 1 ball and 1 strike count. This is a bunt laid down, and it's going to be finally foul as I failed to follow the ball with my camera here. Roberson lost his batting glove. Now he's got it. And now he lost the other one. I didn't know how they were kind of hanging precarily from his back pocket. I was going to go down there and say something, but All right, here's the 1-2 pitch. Maybe. Yes. Ground ball towards short. Allman has it. The throw over to first is going to be bobbled. So Franks will reach on the error.
First base, advances the runner to third.
Now Tigers will have runners on the corners. And Jack Henry Good will come to the plate. Good playing right tonight for the Tigers. Now we got a third base call being relayed in by the Mangham coach. Throw over to first. Good showing bunt early. Fouls it off. Trying for the safety squeeze. Throw over to first. Franks is diving back. Safely, I might add.
Yeah, just need to watch that there. McLemore's case. That ball gets anywhere away. Trying to find a way to score here.
Ball popped up and out of play down the right field line. No balls and 2 strikes to Good. Curveball grounded towards first. The run will score. So the RBI ground out for Good will get the Tigers on the board.
First baseman for the first out. Plates a run.
McLemore comes in to score.
15, Connor Ajlani.
So now 1 out and a man on second for Connor Ajlani. Ajlani shows bunt, pulls it back, takes a ball. Another bunt down. That's going to be a tough play. Actually, Pierce going to go to third, and it gets away from the third baseman, Casey. Ajlani is going to end up at second after the error. How are we going to field that? He goes to third. I think I won't give him a hit on that. I don't think even with a good throw they were going to get him. But there was an error here as Franks comes in, so that's 2 errors here in the second.
That was a perfectly placed bunt.
Yeah, it was nothing they could do, and now Brock Jordan comes in. The Tigers have plated 2 here in the bottom half of the second. They're still going here. Man on second, scoring position. Pitch is in the dirt, blocked up nicely by Roberson. Frank stays put at second. Should be 2 balls and no strikes. No, just one. It's 1-0. It's 1-0.
Looks like Palmer had it wrong on the scoreboard.
That's possible. Possibly.
Because I know I was not wrong.
Not this time. 1-0 is the count. Now it's 2-0. Soothsayer here on the scoreboard operations. Now the infield's going to come in and talk to the pitcher. Sun setting behind us here at Emabanto Field. You can see the shadows getting longer there on the infield.
And not the best spot in right field. First
yeah, the right
base
side of the
area.
infield here late in the day, especially after the time change, is always a bear.
Not much.
You got to get it behind the stands, which they're close. It's close.
The runner's on the move, and that's going to be stolen base there by Ajelani. And I think that'll be a strike. So the count's 2-1 to Brock Jordan. So 2-1 count to the catcher. Dragons leading 4-2 with a runner at third for the Tigers. And pitch outside. Moves the count to 3-1. So 3-1 delivery by Pierce. It's going to be outside, ball 4.
Jordan draws the walk.
So Jordan gets the walk, and it'll be first and third now
Gonna pick up
for the Tigers here.
shortstop number 2.
The leadoff man, Trenton Dumas, back up here with 1 out.
Sorry for cutting out there. When your neighbor calls every now and again, you got to answer.
Never know.
You never know. Somebody could be, house could be on fire, but it was not. The leadoff man, Dumas, at the plate. And Pierce is going to back off. Is Jordan running for himself over there?
He is.
And he walked.
Jordan with some good speed over there at first.
They're going to throw down to second, and now the run will come to the plate. So Ajelani will score, as they might have had Jordan at second, but they cut it off just in front of the bag. That was that cutoff play, but I believe the second baseman was a little bit deeper than maybe he would have liked. You see here on this replay, see the second baseman's coming in front, and he's just right at the edge of the grass, and Speedy Ajelani will come in to score. So now 3 runs across for the Tigers. And Dumas pounds one into the Tiger dugout for a foul ball. It'll even the count up at a ball and a strike.
There's still 1 out here.
So Jordan is at second. Ground ball towards third. Third baseman has it. He's going to throw over. And they're going to say safe at first. as the throw pulled Young off the bag. Might have to look. We can see if we can't look at that one again just to make sure here on the Creed and Creed replay. Yeah, he came down in front of first base, and then he gave himself up when he tried to reach with his glove. That alerted the middle umpire that something was afoot. And so now the Tigers will have runners at first and third as Dumas reaches on the air. That's the third error of the inning for Mangham. So runners on the corners and one out for Max Carter. He pops up a bunt, and that's going to be an easy double play as it was right to the pitcher. He takes it himself, and that's going to do it for the Tigers here in the second. But they get 3 runs back on one hit. There were 3 errors, and they leave 1 runner on base. We're heading to the third. Mangham leads Neville 4-3.
At Marion State Bank, we're committed to the growth of our community, starting with education. From elementary to high school and beyond, we invest in the growth of our students. Because strong roots begin with empowered minds, from local classrooms to high school athletics, and supporting college dreams. Marion State Bank, rooted in education and local athletics. Member FDIC and equal housing lender.
Catherine Joyce, Neville High School class of 1998, Sparks customer. Go Tigers!
Amaya Dawson, Neville High School class of 2019, owner of a Nissan Sentra from Sparks Nissan. Go Tigers!
Will Shelby, class of 97, Sparks GM, Titan driver. Go Tigers!
Our team knows the winning combination is always Neville Nation and Sparks Nissan Kia. Join the team today. Remember, hot deals start with Sparks.
Welcome back here, Family Solutions broadcast booth. We enter the third inning, brought to you by Sparks Nissan Kia. Score big savings on new Kias like the Telluride, K5, Sportage, and more at Sparks Kia today. Shop online or at 1100 Auto Mall Drive in Monroe.
Leading off the top of the third inning for the Dragons.
It's going to be 4, 5, and 6 for Mangham due up. As McCain Gerald remains on the mound for the Tigers. First pitch to Jacoby Young. A little off the plate. And here's the 1-0. Lined into right field, and it's going to get by Good. Young's around first, heading for second. He's still ginning as he's trying to get to third, as there'll be a throw, and he's going to be safe. The throw comes in just a little bit late, and the big guy showing some wheels. You see here on the Creed and Creed replay, he is definitely in.
That hand got in there.
So a leadoff triple for the first baseman. You give that young man a drink of water. That's a long way to run for anybody.
He was pushing to get to that third base, though.
Strike call there on the pitcher, Lane Pierce. The 0-1, breaking ball, strike 2. Go-to pitch, line foul towards the bullpen in right. just misses the knees. Make it 1 ball and 2 strikes. Curveball stays up. 2-2. Gerald, he gets going. He doesn't take long. 2-2 pitch was popped up towards right. Sun is not going to be a problem for Thomas Campbell as he tracks that ball down for the out.
Left fielder number 20, Cade Poland.
So Pierce is out on the fly out, and Cade Poland will step in with 1 out, a man on third. First pitch to Poland, just above the belt. 1 ball and no strikes. Swing and a miss. Now the 1-1. Another good fastball there from Gerald. Make it a ball and 2 strikes. Poland singled and scored back in the second. And then the off speed is going to get him there, though.
Goes down on strikes.
Big strikeout there.
Gerald putting the Tigers on his back after giving up a triple to open up the frame. He's 1 out away from getting out of this one. Got Tanner Tarver in there, who struck out in his first appearance. Takes one low and away for ball 1. Gerald's 3rd strikeout of the evening. One fastball upstairs. 2 balls and a strike. A chopper towards second. Carter has it. Tosses it to Campbell, and that's going to do it for the Dragons. So a leadoff triple by Young is all the Dragons can muster. They don't get him in. It's no runs on 1 hit. There were no errors, and they leave 1 runner on base. Tigers coming to bat right after this.
Do you suffer from frequent back or neck pain? Were you in an accident and can't get rid of those constant aches? Maybe you're someone who deals with chronic migraines and tension headaches. It might be time to see how Martinez Chiropractic can help you. The goal of Martinez Chiropractic is to reduce or eliminate pain in just a few sessions using the latest in chiropractic technology. Don't suffer in pain another day. Call Martinez Chiropractic today at 318-654-4310 or see them in person, 1828 Tower Drive in Monroe.
Tiger fans, come visit Subway Steve, Connie, and Adam at the locally owned Subway and Mama DeLuca's Pizza at the corner of Tower and Lammy Lane in Monroe. Whether you're in the mood for a fresh made-to-order sub or a hot, delicious slice of pizza, we've got something for everyone. And we're not just about great food, we're proud supporters of Neville High School athletics. So whether you're grabbing lunch or celebrating a Tiger victory, stop by Subway and Mama DeLuca's and tell them that the Neville Tiger Network sent you.
Welcome back here, Family Solutions broadcast booth. We enter the bottom half of the 3rd inning where the Mangham Dragons lead the Neville Tigers 4-3. 3rd inning sponsored by Sparks Nissan. Find your perfect new Kia or certified pre-owned Kia at Sparks. Shop our fully stocked lot online. Yeah, that's what I meant.
They're all in there.
Yeah, SparksKia.com. 1100 Auto Mall Drive, Monroe. mess that one up.
All right, Lane Pierce out there for his third inning of work. His first pitch to Nick Keisey is about letter high, and it'll be 1 ball, no strikes.
I did so well in the first one, man.
Ground ball to the right side. Pierce has it. He'll make the play, and there's one gone here in the third.
Keisey grounds out for the first out. He's going to bring up first baseman number 12, Thomas Campbell.
Now we're in the 4 hole with Thomas Campbell. Thomas struck out his first time up. Ease that over. There we go. Tigers trail Mangham 4-3 here in the bottom of the third. Here's the 1-0 pitch. Strike called on the fastball. Now the 1-1. Another breaking ball stays up. Three balls and a strike.
Shadows
now to Campbell.
Creeping in.
Yeah, it's about all the way covering from the mound to the plate. The 3-1 pitch. Going to miss the belt. Campbell will be on base for the first time with the walk.
Center fielder number 25, William McLemore.
Now McLemore, who walked and scored last inning. I don't know what you're looking at on your phone, but
pulling up some baseball. But
McLemore swings at the first pitch, sends it out into left center, and the center fielder Hudson is there to make the catch, and there's 2 away.
Second out. Going to bring up left fielder number 4, Parker Franks.
Now Parker Franks. Franks reached on the bunt, kind of got the Tigers started off in the scoring column. First pitch to Parker's inside for ball 1.
Last week I was walking with a cane, literally, because I had to. I don't need attention. I usually bring it.
A strike called on the inside half. Campbell at first, 2 outs here for the Tigers in the third. There goes Campbell, a little delayed steal, and he'll be into second easy. He's going to stay there. The ball gets into center. 2 balls and a strike now to Franks. Pierce steps off the back of the mound to collect himself. Popped up right to the catcher, Roberson. He's going to be out as he got it on the transfer right there, and that's going to do it for the Tigers. No runs on no hits or no errors, and they leave 1 runner on base. We played 3. Your score, Mangham 4, Neville 3. We'll be back after these messages.
Hey, Tiger fans, craving something delicious? Swing by the Sonic Drive-In on North 18th Street in Monroe for the ultimate drive-in experience. From classic burgers and crispy tots to slushes and frozen treats, we've got it all. And here's the best part. We're proud to support Neville High School athletics. Whether you're fueling up after the big game or cheering on our Tigers, Sonic is your go-to spot for great food and community spirit. Come see us today, where every order supports our local champions.
Call David's Mobile Detail and Power Wash for all your detailing and power washing needs and soft washing capabilities too. They detail cars, trucks, ATVs, UTVs, boats, and even planes. They offer commercial and residential hot water power washing on nearly all surfaces, including concrete, wood, and stucco. Give them a call, 547-3233, or visit them online at davidsmobiledetail.com or stop by 2501 Washington Street in Monroe. David's Mobile Detail and Wash, proud supporter of Neville Tiger football.
Well, we got a good ball game here at Emabanto as Mangham comes to bat here in the 4th. They lead the Tigers by a run. McCain Gerald remains on the mound for the Tigers, and it's going to be 8-9-1. That'll be Pierce, Hudson, and Casey due up for the Dragons here in the. So we bring you tonight's coverage from the Family Solutions broadcast booth. Stewart, Shelby, Will Anders.
On this Monday night.
It is. Fastball misses low. Ball and a strike now to Blake Pierce. Pierce fouls that one through his legs. Fastball misses a little wide. 2 balls and 2 strikes now on Pierce. Tigers, the LSU Tigers. Did they win, or is that over? Here's a ground ball towards third. It's going to be a tough play for Franks, and he's not going to be able to make a throw.
Ajalani there.
Ajalani, sorry. Swing and bunt there will earn Pierce a base hit. His first hit of the evening.
Now batting with the Dragons, shortstop number 1, Lane Allman.
That's going to be number 11, Brody Hudson. Hudson at bat. Makes a fastball downstairs for ball 1.
Check that, it's number 11, Brody Hudson.
Throw over to first. Pierce is diving back. Hudson shows bunt, pushes it down first, and it's going to roll foul as Gerald slaps it up into the air. Doing a good job down that first base. Once you see a ball foul, you got to slap that thing out of there so it doesn't come back and come fair. Yeah, I don't think anything was going to roll back fair because the baseline here at Emabanto is right on the grass line. Hudson wants time, and he's got it.
The only way it stays is if it stays on that line, which
Maybe a little side spin on it.
Smart play, anyway.
Ball and a strike to Hudson. Another throw over to first. One. Another bunt laid down. This one's going to have to be fielded. Gerald has it, and just couldn't get it out of his glove, or nobody was covering, as another bunt single puts men on first and second. Let's see if we can see it on the Creed and Creed replay. I don't think he came up with it cleanly. So the second hit for Hudson. We're back at the top with Colby Casey. Casey 2 for 2, a run scored. Men on first and second, nobody out here. Another bunt laid down. The throw is going to be at first, and Carter is run over at first.
Colby lays down a bunt, scores a run.
So that's going to be, I think, an error.
The catcher, Reginald Robertson.
A run comes in. That would be Pierce. So now runners on the corners for the Dragons with nobody out here. Now time called by Roberson. Roberson goes after it with the bunt. See, that's Casey. He'll move up to second. Well, now no balls and a strike to Roberson. Roberson has flown out and reached on an error. Here's the 0-1. Swing and a miss. Strike two. The 0-2 pitch lifted out down the right field line. The throw is going to come to the plate, not in time to get Hudson, but the Tigers will get an out. But the sac fly will get a run in. And there's one away. 2 runs in to this point for Mangham. Casey moves up to third after on the tag.
They have a pinch hitter, number 9.
Oh, they're going to walk.
Oh, are they going to walk him?
They are walking Almond.
Almond goes to first on an intentional walk. It's going to bring up number 9, first baseman Jacoby Young.
And now Jacoby Young, who led off the third with a triple.
Looks like he was walking to the dugout. I was like,
now runners on the corners for the Dragons. They lead Neville 6-3. First pitch to Young. It's downstairs for ball 1. Now Young calls time. I think we're ready to go here. Here's the 1-0. Line right at Carter at second. He bobbles it. The throw to second's going to be in time. And to first, no. Young beats it. A run will come across.
Young brings into fielder's choice, plates run.
As
Going to bring up the pitcher, number 13, Lane.
well, heads up play there from Carter. Avoid the error. So Young reaches on a fielder's choice. Allman's out at second. 2 away and a runner on first now for, I believe that's Pierce, the pitcher. He's going to ground out to third, and that's going to do it. So Mangham plates 3 here in the fourth on 2 hits. There was 1 error, and they leave 1 runner on base. Mangham extends their leads to 7-3 over Neville. We'll be back.
In today's real estate market, you need an experienced team to navigate your buying and selling decisions. I'm Misty Hodge with Keller Williams Realty. Let my group use their combined 45 years. We know purchasing or selling a home can be a stressful experience, but not when you choose the Misty Hodge Group. Whether you're buying, selling, or investing, give us a call. 318-348-5945 or go to mistyhodge.com. That's MISTIHAJJ.com. We support this community and go Tigers.
At Nukes, we believe in giving you extra. Extra flavor to satisfy your cravings. Extra choices so you can personalize your meal. Extra quality by offering premium protein such as all-natural chicken, shrimp, steak, and Atlantic salmon. Extra service that will make you feel right at home. We love sharing our family recipes with our guests, and that's why at Nukes, we give you extra with every bite.
Welcome back here, Family Solutions broadcast booth. Here at Emabanto Field, the Mangham Dragons leading the Neville Tigers by a score of 7-3 as we enter the bottom of the fourth. There is your line score for half this game. Tigers answered back the Dragons back in the second inning. See if the Tigers can do it again here in the fourth with 7-8-9 coming up to the plate.
Well, I'd like to send some prayers out to Leroy Butler. Leroy Dumas, sorry, Leroy. He's battling some health issues and is watching us on the network. So I hope you get better soon. Get back up here and sing a couple of more national anthems this year for us. All right, it's going to be Good, Ajalani, and Jordan to lead off the fourth for the Tigers. Good grounded out to first his first time up. He inside outs one, and it's going to find a hole to first, and he's going to get almost thrown out. He should have been, if they would have caught it, he'd have been out. I don't know to call that an error or as the right fielder puts a throw on it, and Young just, yeah, but I'm going to have to give him a single on that one, but Jack Henry needs to run that one out the box. And now he's going to be pulled for a runner. That's going to be Peters. And that'll be Peters pinch running for Good. You might see him stay.
Evans Peters, first base.
All right, that's Connor Agelani, who's 1 for 1. He scored a run back in the second.
That pickoff attempt. Peters back on the back. Looks like he didn't even get his lead yet.
I think he was off a little early. Fastball up and in. Agelani, 1 ball, no strikes. Agelani lays the bunt down. Pierce has got to go to first. It's his only play, and they will get Agelani. Peters will move up to second.
Advances the runner. He's going to bring up the catcher, number 1, Brock Jordan.
So now 1 away, a runner at second for Brock Jordan. Jordan reached his last time up on a walk. Not really holding Peters at second as Pierce delivers a strike. Somebody's got a air horn out here.
I don't know if that's here.
Curveball stays up. Now the 1-1 pitch. Foul back into the net. Ball and 2 strikes now for Brock. Pierce fires. Jordan pops it up. Oh, I had the wrong guy. I was watching it. Popped it up to short, and there's 2 gone.
He caught it.
He did catch it. I
Trust
was watching it go out of here, and then I was watching when I saw the center fielder stop running, I was like, I think I've got the wrong guy.
I didn't even think about switching. I was looking at that.
Top of the lineup, and Trendon Dumas with 2 outs and a runner on second here. Dumas 0 for 2. He did reach on an error back in the second. Well, 2 balls and no strikes on the senior shortstop. Pierce has been in there from the jump. He is sitting at right at 65 pitches. As Dumas is going to ground this one fair down the line. 1 run will come in to score. Dumas is going to end up at second with a RBI double.
Dumas lines one down the third baseline for a double, scores a run.
First extra base hit of the evening for the Tigers.
Number 19, Max Carter.
Good, or actually that's Peters who was running for Good, comes in to score. The Tigers have that run. All right, Max Carter will stand in. Max was hit by a pitch and he bunted into that double play back in the second to end the second. He grounds ball. It's going to be a tough play as it comes into short, and they might have Dumas, and they will as Dumas overran third, and a base running error is going to do it for the Tigers here in the fourth. So they do get a run on 2 hits. There were no errors, and they leave 1 runner on base. We played 4. It's Mangham 7, Neville 4. We'll be right back.
For 20 years, I've treated the local community, as well as young to professional athletes, keeping them healthy and on the field. If you've ever thought about seeing a chiropractor, or had neck pain, low back pain, or headaches, call Shell Chiropractic. See if me and my team can help you.
I'm Dr. Bud Boudreaux, and here at Shell Chiropractic, we offer non-invasive spinal decompression. If you or a loved one suffer from bulging, herniated discs, spinal stenosis, or even sciatic symptoms, I encourage you to give our office a call here at Shell Chiropractic.
Sleepy Hollow Furniture and the Falk family proudly support our Neville Tigers. Just like the wide variety of athletics and academics Neville excels in, Sleepy Hollow offers your premium mattresses and adjustable bases. Every kind of home furniture, and just in time for your favorite season, quality in-stock patio furniture ready for the big game. Come shop your Neville Tiger family at Sleepy Hollow Furniture.
Welcome back here, Family Solutions broadcast booth. We enter the 5th inning where the Mangham Dragons have a 7-4 advantage over the Neville Tigers. We'll have 6, 7, 8 come up, and we'll have Cade Poland, the left fielder. And for the Dragons, McCain Gerald still on the bump at first pitch. And therefore, strike 1. Gerald at 66 pitches. Is that pitch outside for ball? 1-1 now to Poland. The 1-1 pitch from Gerald. It's going to be inside, and it's going to.
What's it going to do, Will? What's it going to do? Did it hit him?
Let's say it's
no.
Off his bat. Couldn't tell.
Let's see here on the Creed and Creed replay.
Yeah,
yep, right off the end of the bat, the way that thing came out of there. 1 ball and 2 strikes, I believe. They're going to talk about it. This is Poland. Poland, Tarver, and Pierce. That's 6, 7, and 8 in the Dragon lineup. Nice pitch there. The breaking pitch will retire Poland for out number 1. His second strikeout of the day. That being Poland.
Going to bring up number 24, right fielder.
That will be McCain's 4th. Tanner Tarver, who is 0 for 2, will stand in. First pitch to him is low and away for ball 1. There's a 1-0 in there. 1 ball, no strike. One pitch, grounded foul towards the Dragon dugout. Oh, the ball comes in. Nobody was looking for it. And now ball and 2 strikes to Tarver. This will be the 72nd pitch for the Tiger hurler.
74th.
Oh, 74th. I was looking at the scoreboard.
I wouldn't look up there.
74th. Okay, here's the 2-2. Popped up. Somewhere in the middle. Finally comes down in the glove of Trendon Dumas. And quickly there's 2 away for the Dragons here in the top half of the 5th.
Going to bring up number 16, second baseman Blake Pierce.
And I'm about to jinx something. I'm just going to let you know. Well, I don't know. Pierce lifts one into short left. Parker Franks comes in and makes a nice catch. And for the first time tonight for either team, we've got a 1-2-3 inning. No runs, no hits, no errors, and nobody left. Tigers coming to bat. They trail by 3.
Imagine a world filled with love, laughter, and happiness. At the Tarver Braddock Foundation, we believe in the power of kindness. Inspired by Tarver's joyful spirit, we spread smiles through random acts of kindness. Join us in making the world a brighter place. Visit TarverBraddockFoundation.org to learn more and make a difference today. The Tarver Braddock Foundation. Share a smile, spread the love, and thank you for your support.
Are you trying to sell your home and need it freshly painted? Maybe you're tired of the same old colors in the interior of your home and want to update the look. We have the right company for you. Andre Benjamin Painting. With more than 20 years of experience, they're state licensed, bonded, and insured. Whether you're looking to paint a home or a business, they can do it all because no job is too large or too small. Call 318-680-0703 for all your painting needs.
Welcome back, Family Solutions broadcast booth. Emabanto Field, bottom 5 we go. Mangham Dragons, though, have a 7-4 advantage over the Neville Tigers.
They do, and they still have the big guy, Lane Pierce, out there, out for his 5th inning of work. Tigers will be in the heart of their order. 3, 4, and 5. It'll be Keisey, Campbell, and McLemore due up, and the DH Nick Keisey will stand in to lead things off for the Tigers here in the 5th. Keisey 0 for 2, a couple of ground outs. Takes the first pitch from Pierce. All right, over the plate, about belt high for strike 1. Strike 2 call. Here's the 0-2. Swung on, and it gets away from the catcher. We will see, and there's going to be a throw down to first, and they're not going to get him. They're saying it was, some are calling for it to be foul. But that doesn't look like a foul ball as it came off the catcher's glove there. Got one error.
It's going to hit him.
That ball hits Thomas Campbell. And he's reached base for the second time tonight.
Hit by a pitch. It's going to bring up center fielder, number 25, William McLemore.
Now, we're going to have a visit to the mound. Pierce is sitting at 70. You have 67 pitches?
Let me check. I know I'm right. $68. Sorry.
68. Okay.
What's Palmer got? Yeah, he is nowhere even close to being right. 68.
Well, they're going to stick with Pierce and his 3-run lead. So it's going to be William McLemore, who is officially 0 for 1. He's walked and scored and flown out to center. That was his last time up. McLemore shows bunt. Pulls back, takes a strike on the outside part. Tigers with runners at first and second, nobody out here in the bottom half of the 5th. McLemore tries to lay that one down and pops it up foul and out of play. McLemore in center tonight for the Tigers. Here's the 0-2 pitch, and it's lined into left field. It's going to get by the center fielder. 1 run is in. 2 runs will score. McLemore's rounding second, and they hold. They're going to throw back, and now here comes Thomas to the plate. And he's going to score. A lot happening on that one, as I thought Thomas would easily score, but good hustle by the left fielder Poland to get over there and get it in. They try to back pick McLemore. Throw gets away from the second baseman, and Campbell will come in and score. So, we'll do that. The Tigers have plated 2. Now it's a 1-run ball game here. McLemore's first hit of the game. Now a bunt attempt by Franks. He drops it just foul there down the third base line. A runner on second, nobody out for Parker. That ball's behind Franks. Going to be no throw as McLemore easily moves up to third.
Sounds like a hit. It was the net.
No, he didn't hit him there. It went behind him. All right, here we go. Man on third. Nobody out for Franks. 1-1 pitch. He shows bunt again, and now he's going to almost have a little swinging bunt, and that's
almost worked out perfect.
Franks is going to go to second. Nobody's there. So the third baseman, Casey, just kind of standing around, and the Tigers take advantage of it.
A heads-up base on it there by Franks.
Bring up the right fielder, number 23, Jack Henry Good.
Well, yeah, that's Evans Peters.
Check that. Evans Peters.
So Evans, who entered for Good, will have his first at bat here in the 5th. Peters squares to bunt.
Be a balk.
They're going to say a balk on Pierce, and that's going to tie the ball game as McLemore comes in to score. Yep, he was on the mound, and he was telling he had the ball in his hand and was telling his catcher to hurry up. So the balk will score McLemore. That's the third run. It'll move Franks up to third. We got ourselves a tie ball game here in the fifth. Peters with an 0-0 count takes a fastball for a strike. It's the 0-1. Strike two called on the inside corner. That one's a little too inside. One ball and a strike as Pierce obviously a little frustrated out there. One ball, two strikes. Pierce to Peters. Peters shows bunt, pulls back. 2 balls and 2 strikes. From Pierce to Peters. Once again, he squares, and he's going to get it down. Squeeze play incoming with throws to the plate, and everybody's safe.
Again, no one there at second.
Peters isn't going anywhere over there at first. So Peters will reach on the fielder's choice.
Tigers take lead.
Franks comes in to score, and the Tigers are in the lead for the first time tonight.
There's discussing this.
Bat and an RBI from Peters. I don't know if we've got it on the Creed and Creed replay here. We do.
Always.
Yep, it was bunted. He held it in front, and it stayed in front. So Tigers, the 4th spot thus far in the 5th. The umpires are discussing it. Looked like a good bunt to me.
Perfectly executed squeeze there.
Yeah, well, 2 strikes. That was not an easy pitch to bunt, as it was thrown right at Evans in the box.
Because,
replay showed that it looked like he got the bunt down, and it was in front of the plate, so we should be good. Yep, run counts. And Connor Algelani will come to the plate. Well, Tigers have taken the lead here in the 5th, 8-7. Now Peters will be at first. Franks shows bunt. Takes a strike. That's right. They're the same size, but one's on one side of the plate and one's on the other. I understand. Ajalani, sorry, he's going to be my. That ball's high. Is going to get away from Roberson. Peters will get in there to second. Throw came in there late.
Wanted him to slide there.
A few people did want him to slide.
A little close then.
A lot closer than you thought. I heard nothing like parents at the ballpark. Just random
makes
parents.
Makes it
interesting.
Yeah.
Here's the 1-1. Frank still showing bunt. It is going to be. It's going to be my my Birdie Watley. Bradley Hanlon. Gaff. Okay, Ajalani.
1 per sport.
2-1. And Connor can't get that one down. Let's go with first names. 2 balls and 2 strikes on the freshman.
Pierce was really rolling before this inning. Came in with this inning about 63 pitches.
Yep. It's kind of gotten away from him. They've had a couple of fielding blunders. Another pitch is going to get away from Roberson. And now Peters will end up at third. We've got a 3-2 count on Ajalani. So again, Ajalani's showing bunt. He's going to pull it back and take ball 4.
Ajalani takes first base.
That might be it for Pierce, and I believe it will be. As Coach from Mangham's coming out. And that's going to do it for Pierce. We'll see what the changes are when we return. We'll take a pitch and change timeout. Neville is taking the lead here over Mangham 8-7. Stay with us.
Imagine having a beautiful smile that carries you through all stages of life, and that beautiful smile begins at Caples & Robinson Orthodontics. To further enhance our patient experience and care, Dr. Caples and Dr. Robinson welcome Dr. Cami Laird as a new member of the Caples & Robinson practice. And with over 56 years of combined practice, we are the most experienced orthodontic group in Northeast Louisiana. We use the latest advancements in orthodontic technology, including the Damon Ultima system for braces, and Spark aligners that are customized to fit your life, not the other way around. Our doctors and staff will make sure you have the best experience possible on your journey to a straighter smile. That includes faster and more comfortable treatment that will give you a smile you'll be proud to wear. Ready to get started? Contact Caples & Robinson Orthodontics today at 318-325-9655 and take the first step towards a confident smile.
The only place you'll see some attorneys is on TV. But what about the grocery store or a local ball game? Or what about here, meeting you face to face? When you're hurt in a wreck in Northeast Louisiana, call Creed & Creed. Catherine and I and the attorneys at Creed & Creed live in and stand up for injured people in Northeast Louisiana. Trust local, call Creed & Creed today. We're proud to be your local injury attorneys. Remember, Creed & Creed is all you need.
Lily Joyce, Neville Class of 2024. I drive a Nissan Rogue from Sparks. Go Tigers.
Vincent Ware, Class of 2000. Sparks Nissan and Kia Sales. Maxima Driver. Go Tigers.
Kenya Dawson Bennett, Neville High School, Class of 1993. I'm a proud Nissan Murano owner from Sparks Nissan. Go Tigers!
Our team knows the winning combination is always Neville Nation and Sparks Nissan Kia. Join the team today. Remember, hot deals start with Sparks.
St. Francis Health, official healthcare partner of the Neville Tigers.
For over 140 years, football has been America's favorite pastime. Jim Taylor Buick GMC understands the importance of keeping traditions alive. Cheers may change, mascots may change, rivalries may change, but one thing remains the same. The best seat at the game will always be the tailgate of a vehicle from Jim Taylor.
Come experience what we're all about at Jim Taylor Buick GMC in Monroe.
Welcome back here, Family Solutions broadcast booth. We're still here in the bottom of the
fifth.
It's
the fifth.
Carson Mooney into pitch for the Mangham Dragons.
Yeah, it looks like Mooney's going to come into pitch. Pierce should probably stay in the batting lineup. We will see when he comes up, but
should be the
we're
DH.
assuming he'll move into the DH spot. going to be the catcher, Brock Jordan, at the plate. He's got runners on first and third, nobody out. This will be the first batter from Mooney, and the throw is going to go down to second. Peters stays at third. The runner, Ajalani, is easily safe. So now second and third, and an 0-1 count on Jordan. It's 0-1. He went for that pitch. So again, Jordan showing bunt. He's going to pull back. A little chopper past the pitcher. The throw to first will be in time, and Peters will stay put at third base.
For the first out. It's going to bring up shortstop number 2, Trendon Dumas.
All right, so Dumas, who doubled in a run back in the fourth, comes to the plate. An opportunity to get a couple of more runs batted in. First pitch from Carson Mooney. Outside for ball one. Swing and a miss. A nice fastball there from Mooney. One ball and one strike. Nice breaking ball drops in for strike 2. Now Mooney's ahead in the count on Dumas. Here's a 1-2 pitch. Fouled out of play. It's turned into a nice night here in Monroe, Louisiana. Like all the weather that might have come through last night. Had a nice lightning show, but really not much rain here in Monroe as Dumas grounds that ball to second. Once again, Peters holds at third. So 2 gone now for the Tigers.
It's going to bring up number 19, second baseman Max Carter.
And Max Carter will come to the plate. Carter officially 1 for 2. A little late on that one as the fastball gets by him. Fastball inside. Ball and a strike now on Max. All right, here's the 1-1. Off speed in there for strike 2. Ball and 2 strikes and 2 outs. Carter trying to extend the Tigers half of the 5th. He spoils that pitch. He's running in on his hands there. Fastball just misses that outside corner. Mooney liked it, but stayed off the plate. Now 2 balls and 2 strikes. don't know if Max would get that call again. 2-2. Off of nice diving catch there from the third baseman, Casey. And that's going to do it for the Tigers. Here in the fifth, they pick up 4 on 2 hits. There were 2 errors, and they leave 2 runners on base. We move to the sixth. Tigers ahead in this one, 8-7.
Mama DeLuca's pizzas are custom made, fresh to order right in front of you. We offer 3 different sizes of pizzas, 9, 12, or 14 inch. Mama DeLuca's pizza is prepared to your order. The pizza cooks in less than 3 minutes. We have 16 different toppings to choose from, 8 unique sauces to complete your pizza. In addition to pizzas, we offer to our customers boneless wings with your choice of a dipping sauce. Mama DeLuca's Pizza offers delicious garlic Parmesan breadstick, freshly made to order pasta noodles. We're Mama DeLuca's Pizza in the subway on Lammy Lane, and we hope to see you soon.
At Marion State Bank, we're not just a bank. We're your neighbors, your friends, and part of your community. With branches in Marion, Farmerville, Sterlington, Drew, and soon to be West Monroe, we're excited to be growing alongside you. Whether it's opening that first savings account, buying a home, or planning for the future, we're here to guide you every step of the way. Don't forget about MSB Mortgage in Monroe.
I'm Robert Lane.
And I'm Ben Jones with Marion State Bank.
And we live where you live.
Marion State Bank, member FDIC and Equal Housing Lender.
The Tigers put up a 4 spot in the fifth. They take the lead for the first time tonight, 8-7. Still McCain Gerald out there on the bump for Neville, and he'll be facing 9-1-2 from the Mangham lineup. Brody Hudson, who is 2 for 2. With a double and a single here tonight. He scored both times he's reached base. So the 9-hole batter been a critical member of this Dragon lineup. He's going to call time. Here's the 0-1 pitch. It's a little short of the plate there on that 0-1 pitch. 1 ball and 1 strike now. Strike 2 called on the outside corner. Now the 1-2 from Gerald. Low, 2-2. Nice breaking pitch is going to fool Hudson. And there's 1 away in the Mangham half of the 6th.
Going to bring up number 10, third baseman Colby Casey.
Top of the lineup in Colby Casey. Here with nobody on and 1 out. Another breaking pitch in there for strike 1. 5th strikeout for Gerald this evening. Another good breaking ball. Going to make it no balls and 2 strikes on the Mangham third baseman. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Upstairs, and Casey didn't chase. One, 2. Downstairs, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Another breaking ball, grounded to third. Ajalani's up with it, over to first. And there's 2 gone.
Casey grounds it out to the third baseman for the second out.
So 2 away, nobody on for the catcher, Reginald Roberson.
Reginald Roberson.
Roberson 0 for 3, did reach on an error back in the second. It's the first pitch from Gerald for a ball. Lifts this one deep to left, and back goes Franks, and it's over his head. Roberson motoring around first, and he's going to stand up at second with a 2-out double.
A double to left center.
A little life for the Dragons here in the sixth.
It's going to bring up the shortstop, number 1, Lane Allman.
Well, the shortstop, Lane Allman, who is 1 for 2 with a walk. Going to change out the runner. That's number 3 running at second. Owen Rhymes will be the courtesy runner. First pitch to Lane Allman is in there for strike 1. Now the 0-1 pitch from Gerald. Breaking ball. Strike 2 called. Gerald heading the count. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Popped up. Ajalana gives chase, but it's into the stands. Count remains, no balls and 2 strikes. Fastball is going to get away from Jordan. Runner moves up to third. Now it's 1 ball and 2 strikes. The tying run is at third with 2 outs here. The top of the 6th. Gerald is sitting at 91 pitches. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Struck him out. Big curveball from the junior pitcher. And that's going to retire the Dragons in the 6th. No runs on 1 hit. With no errors, and they leave 1 runner on base. Tigers coming to bat right after this.
Whether you're dining in or grabbing to go, at Nukes, we love to share great food. To delight with new flavors, to celebrate every bite. Join us at Nukes Eatery.
For 20 years, I've treated the local community, as well as young to professional athletes, keeping them healthy and on the field. If you've ever thought about seeing a chiropractor, or had neck pain, low back pain, or headaches, call Shell Chiropractic. See if me and my team can help you.
Origin Bank and Fourth Insurance are proud to work alongside the Neville Tigers to enrich the lives of the people in our community. Together, we're supporting the Northeast Louisiana Children's Museum to help give children a safe and healthy environment where they can play, learn, and grow. Our community is filled with bright young minds and people who are passionate about seeing them succeed. Thank you to Neville High School and the Northeast Louisiana Children's Museum for continuing to shape the future of our community and to invest in the children whose origin story begins in Monroe.
Welcome back here, Family Solutions broadcast booth. Head to the bottom of the 6th inning. Tigers 1-run advantage over the Dragons from Mangham.
That is right. Trying to extend here in the 6th. I'll get you to check in on the softball game over there. The Tigers.
They won.
Lady Tigers end up winning 9-3.
Yes.
Congratulations to the. You think it was 9-3? Check it for the official, but we know. Pretty sure they won. It's going to be Casey, Campbell, and McLemore to start off the 6th. Tigers sent 9 to the plate in the 5th. Plated 4 runs. First pitch to McLemore is a fastball. Belt high for a strike. Yep, 9-3 was your final. Congratulations to the Lady Tigers. McLemore is hit, or actually Casey is hit. And he'll take his base. We will have the Lady Tigers on the network as they welcome the Ash Lady Trojans from Alexandria to town for a little district ball game tomorrow. The second ranked school in the power rankings, 17-4. 17-4 is their record. So should be a good one over there at the Paul McElroy Complex, Carl Smith Park. Thomas Campbell at the plate. Yep.
Hope to see you out there. It's going to be a beautiful day tomorrow.
It's going to be a great day for watch some softball. The Oak Grove Tigers will come to town. If you want to watch some baseball live, they'll be here tomorrow evening. 6 o'clock. Start. Second pitch to Campbell is in the dirt, and Casey reads that one well, moves up to second.
Tiger baseball with a busy week.
Yeah, we'll have baseball and softball the busy week. Also, there's a kiddie clinic on Wednesday for the youngins here on spring break. So if your daughter wants to get out and practice on the field there, get out there and sign up. You get a visor. I like the visor, a little Neville visor that they got.
Yeah, it starts at 9:30.
Still time to sign up for that as that fastball finds the zone. 2 balls and a strike now to Campbell.
Should be a beautiful week all week.
Yep. Got weather coming in Sunday, it looks like. Next week can be a little sketchy if the early predictions hold true. Here's Mooney. 2-1 pitch, misses low and in. Now 3 balls and a strike to Thomas Campbell. Mooney out for his second inning of work. He replaced Pierce last inning. Ball 4 issued to Campbell. That's Campbell's second walk. Actually, he's walked twice and been hit by a pitch once.
They're going to have a runner for him. Or no? Offensive timeout?
I guess so.
It looks like an offensive timeout called there by Coach Guerrero.
Talk this scenario over. You've got William McLemore at the plate. McLemore 1 for 2 with a walk. He's doubled and scored twice. A couple of RBIs as well.
Looks like Cam Riley is going to go out there.
Riley's going to run for Campbell. So let's see. Cam in there inserted at first to run the bases. Nobody out. Runners at first and second. And there's McLemore. Lays down a bunt. The only place to go is going to be to first. The play is made. But a good bunt by McLemore advances the runners.
It's going to bring up the left fielder, number 4, Parker Franks.
So 1 out, and the runners on second and third for Parker Franks.
Looks like the infield will be playing in here.
Yep,
for
the field will be on the grass. Franks can bunt the baseball well. We might see a little squeeze, and he does square. A little safety squeeze as the pitch crosses a little high. It's Kicey at third. Frank showing early, and he pulls it back in a slash deal. They're going to come to the plate, and that's a heck of a play by the shortstop, Almond, as you'll see it here on the Creed and Creed replay. A little backhand, and in one motion throws a strike to Roberson, and it's going to get Kicey. Franks will reach on the fielder's choice, and the Tigers will have runners on the corners with 2 outs.
Yeah, we saw that pregame. Almond's out there. Just a really athletic shortstop there for Mangham.
Yep, good play there. All right, 2 outs. Runners on the corners for Evans Peters, his second at bat of the game. Now Franks easily steals second, as they weren't paying much attention to him. Evans reached on a fielder's choice, his only at bat. Pops this one out of play.
Ooh.
Peters down, no balls and 1 strikes. 1 strike, not plural. There's the second strike. Now 0-2 count to Evans. Tigers trying to extend this 1-run lead here. Here's Mooney. Comes set with 0-2 pitch. And Peters going to try a bunt with 2 strikes and not going to get a piece of it. That's going to do it as Peters strikes out to end the 6th. The Tigers move to the 7th. Had no runs there with no hits, and there was no errors. They leave 2 runners on base. Mangham coming to bat, trailing by 1. Stay with us.
Do you suffer from frequent back or neck pain? Were you in an accident and can't get rid of those constant aches? Maybe you're someone who deals with chronic migraines and tension headaches. It might be time to see how Martinez Chiropractic can help you. The goal of Martinez Chiropractic is to reduce or eliminate pain in just a few sessions using the latest in chiropractic technology. Don't suffer in pain another day. Call Martinez Chiropractic today at 318-654-4310 or see them in person, 1828 Tower Drive in Monroe.
I'm Dr. Scott Shelby with Family Solutions. When you hear the words Family Solutions, you may not know that we're a comprehensive, strength-based counseling and psychiatric clinic. Family Solutions provides psychiatric care, individual and couples therapy, child and adolescent counseling, psychological testing, medication management. We also provide occupational therapy, physical therapy, speech therapy, and ABA therapy in one convenient location. For more information on how we can help your family today, visit FamilySolutionsCounseling.org.
As we return to the Family Solutions broadcast booth here at Emabanto Field, McCain Gerald trots back out there to see if he can't finish this one off. He's going to face 4, 5, and 6. in the Dragon lineup. Jacoby Young's going to ground one to Dumas at short. He throws over in time to get Young, and there's one away. So Young's retired, and that's the pitch, the DH now, Lane Pierce. Through 5 strong innings for the Dragons. He takes a breaking ball in for a strike. Oh, and they say he went. That's the Dragon faithful's not going to like that one. No balls and 2 strikes. Well, I don't know about that one. All right, here we go. Here's the 0-2. Another curveball. And then George, I think that might have been a little makeup call. And that was a good pitch. All right, here we go. Back even. 1 ball and 2 strikes. 2 balls and 2 strikes to Pierce.
Got everybody up now.
Everybody's riled up. Tight ball game here. Neville leading Mangham 8-7. Little ground ball towards first. Campbell's got it. He's going to take it himself. And there's 2 away.
Pierce runs out to the first baseman for the second out. It's going to bring up number 20, the left fielder, Cade Poland.
2 outs for the Dragons. They're down to their final out. They trail Neville by 1. It'll be Cade Poland, who is 1 for 3 officially, is singled and scored and struck out twice. Lifts this one towards the dugout, and it'll get in there. 2 balls and a strike to Poland. The 101st pitch delivered by Gerald is fouled into the Tiger dugout. Now the Dragons are down to their final strike. Here's the pitch. Fastball. Upstairs, and Poland doesn't chase. That fastball.
Foul ball.
Fouled off. 1 ball and 2 strikes.
Carry that on the microphone there.
All right, here we go. The 1-2 pitch. Swung on and missed. And that'll do it. Gerald strikes out Poland, and the Tigers come back and win this one 8-7. Complete game for Gerald. A gutsy performance by the Tiger junior pitcher right there, and a scrappy performance by the Tiger offense. They get out of this one with a victory. They improve to 9-13 on the year. Mangham will fall to 6-11. Just to remind everybody, we'll be back on the air tomorrow with Tiger softball, as the Lady Tigers will host the Ash Trojans. The boys will be in action here at Emabanto. Come out and see them in person as the Oak Grove Tigers come to town. For Will Anders, I'm Stewart Shelby saying good night. Tigers win this one 8-7.